Welcome back to our third day of 7-day yoga series. So my name is Ieva and I'm really excited to share this session with you, which will focus on commitment to keep moving forward, not only in yoga practice, but also in climbing and in life. So again, I would like to share a few sentences from Arno's book, so from the Rock Warrior's Way, about commitment to keep moving forward. So Arno shares that the attention we pay to the chance of a fall, so while lead climbing, rather than to maintaining poise, drains large amounts of energy. This was on page 27, and then also on the page 38, Arno shares that if we are focused on moving and staying in balance, there is little mental space for worrying about falling or actually falling. So our attention is on doing something empowering and not on avoiding something limiting. So I really resonated with these things because often in climbing, I freak out and I focus on the fall, and then I get scared, and then of course I fall. But then once I read this book, I realized that instead of saying to myself, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, I should say to myself, okay, keep moving forward, 1 centimeter more. And then often I would really surprise myself. So that's what I would like to do today in our yoga practice, to cultivate this idea that we should commit to keep moving forward and that we might surprise ourselves. So we will start on our backs, and we will also need a yoga block, or if you don't have a yoga block, you could use a big book. And make your way on your back and have a book or the block somewhere close by. So let's take a few moments to arrive to our own yoga mat and to arrive to our body. So you can put your hands on top of the belly and 3 cycles of breath, nowhere to hurry. Let's make super slow inhalations. Your belly expands like a balloon. And on the exhalation, softening. Feel the ground beneath your body. Take an inhalation. Exhale, softening. One more time, inhale through the nose. Feel the chest, belly expand. Exhale fully. Now gently hug your knees towards your chest. Massage your back by rolling to the left and to the right. Feeling the ground underneath us. Cultivating this idea about committing to keep moving forward, especially when things are hard. And then grab a block, which should be next to you, and then put the block in between your knees. So horizontally, we want the longer like this. You can point your toes, point your feet, and now extend your arms up towards the sky, so as if you're holding the clouds or holding the sky above you. And we will come into a crow pose on our back. So with inhalation, lift your head, lift your chest up, and lift your tailbone up as well. So we want to squeeze, so your knees are touching your upper arms, and your upper arms are squeezing to your knees, and your knees are squeezing your upper arms. So here we're really feeling it in our core. Engage your core, belly button towards your spine. Maybe slightly shaking, really squeeze. Take an inhalation. Exhale. One more time, inhale, I'm shaking. And on the exhalation, lower and relax. You can lower your feet down for a few moments, maybe arms behind you to stretch. Take an inhalation. Exhale. And let's do it one more time. So block in between your knees. Bring your knees closer to your arms, arms extending up, flexing your hands. So we are already starting to warm up our wrists by flexing our palms, holding the sky. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, shoulders up, squeeze the knees into the upper arms. So here we are in a crow pose. Again, remember this posture, remember this feeling. Squeeze the core, squeeze your abs. Take an inhalation. Exhale one more time, inhale. Exhale, let go. Move a block away, extend your legs on the ground, maybe even point your feet, extend your arms behind your head, stretch your whole body. Now interlace your fingers behind your knees and start to roll forward and back, focusing and exploring this transition. So basically massaging your back, rolling forward and back. No end goal, just the goal is to explore this movement. And let's meet in a seated position. So seated, whichever is comfortable for you. Then grab a block once again and put the block in between your forearms, so horizontally. Palms are looking one into the other, and we want to squeeze the block. So squeeze the block, palms are looking one into the other. Lift your elbow slightly higher, so maybe a few centimeters higher than your shoulders, or same level as your shoulders. We want to feel our chest working, activating, squeezing, perhaps feeling it in our shoulders as well. Take an inhalation, squeeze it. Exhale. One more time, inhale, squeeze the block. Exhale, let go. Move the block to the side and let's meet in a downward looking dog. So hands, palms on the ground, fingers spreading wide, and knuckles are pushing down. So we want to have support and to take care of our wrists. It's our first downward looking dog, perhaps. So no need to straighten your legs, no need to bring your heels down onto the ground. What we want is to continue elevate our sit bones up and to stretch our upper body, so as if you're stretching your armpits. If that's comfortable to keep your heels down onto the ground, that's great. If it's not comfortable, that is also great. Then start to walk your feet to the front of your yoga mat. So your feet meets your hands. You can keep a bend in your legs. Grab the opposite elbow and just hang in there. It's nice to keep a bend in the legs. Then it's slightly more friendly or nicer for our lower back. And we're not overstretching our hamstrings. Then just hang in there. The back of your neck is long. Take an inhalation. Exhale. Stop in the middle, let go of your elbows, bend your knees, and with inhalation, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, arms by the side of your body. With inhalation, lift your right knee up, lift your arms up as well. The ribs are drawing down. We're activating our core, deep core muscles. Inhale, flex your right foot. Exhale, warrior three for a transition. And then bring your right foot back. We are in a high lunge. Lift your arms up. Take an inhalation. Exhale, hands down. Open your left foot slightly to the left side. So your left foot is on the left side of your yoga mat. So we are in a lizard pose. You can keep your palms on the ground. We want to keep the engagement in our legs, so try not to collapse. Even if you can go deeper, still try to keep the engagement in your left glute, in your right leg. If it's uncomfortable to lower your palms down, it's always nice to have a block and elevate ourselves slightly. So as an option, you can gently add a little movement, so maybe going forward, back, or left and right. Take an inhalation. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now push the ground away. Palms are down. Index knuckle is pushing down. Then lift your left leg. Bring your left leg back. And now right foot goes to the right side. Again, keeping the engagement in our legs, so not collapsing too much. Maybe adding a little movement. Forward, back, to the sides. Then push the ground away. Shoulder blades are pushing away from each other. Core is engaged. Lift your right foot. Bring your right foot back. High plank. Now left foot once again goes into the front. Okay, and now we will focus on a little transition. So you can grab a block and have a block or a book underneath your right hand. So we just elevate our right arm. We will keep left foot on the ground and right hand on the ground. And we will lift our right foot, so the one which is back, and we want to put it in between our left foot, right hand, and shoot your right foot into the front. Try to keep your right leg in the air. So lift your right foot, put your right foot into the front, and as if you're kicking something, and then go back. Let's do it a few more times. So lift, push, maybe flex your right foot, and 2 more times, going back, right foot forward, go back, and last time, push the right foot and hold it for a few moments. So here we should feel our right hip flexor working. Take an inhalation, exhale, right foot back, lower both of your hands down, move the block away, lift your left knee up, bring your left foot back, take an inhalation, exhale, knees down, untuck your toes, lower your whole body. And with inhalation, extend your arms by the side of your body, lift your feet, lift your head, chest, shoulders up, palms can be looking down on the ground. So we are opening up our chest. Imagine that you're lengthening and then you're lifting. Squeezing the glutes, take an inhalation. On the exhalation, hands down, downward looking dog. Let's do one breath. So inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and exhale everything out. With inhalation, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bend your right knee. Your right heel is going towards your right sit bone. Open up your hips. The right knee is reaching up towards the sky. Then bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Touch. And then bring back. Right knee to touch or direction towards your left elbow. Bring it back. Right foot in between your hands. Core is engaged. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Bend your knees with inhalation, arms up. Exhale, arms by the side of your body. Now put your weight to your right foot. With inhalation, lift your left knee up, arms up. Continue to breathe. Take an inhalation. Doing super well. Push your left foot back. Flex your left foot. Warrior 3 for a moment. And then lower your left foot back. Lift your arms up. High lunge. Take an inhalation and a high lunge. So breathing, using the breath as an anchor to come back to our body. One more time, inhale. And on the exhalation, lower your hands down. And now move your right foot to the right side of your yoga mat. Adjust and make yourself comfortable. If this is uncomfortable, once again, you can always elevate your hands by placing the block as an option. Take an inhalation here. Exhale fully. Now lift your right foot. Bring your right foot back. Bring your left foot into the front. Gentle movement forward, back, and exploring the sensation in our hips, in our legs. Take an inhalation, then bring your left foot back, right foot forward. And now let's grab a block or a book underneath our left hand. I have to move slightly back so I have space to kick my left foot. Spread fingers wide, so left hand is down, the right foot is down as well. These two are not moving, only our left foot will be moving. So core is engaged, lift your left foot, put it in between and kick something into the front. Hip flexor is working. Bring your left foot back. One more time, left foot to the front. Weight on your right foot and your left hand. Bring your left leg back. 2 more times. I hope you are enjoying this exploration of this movement. So again, commitment to keep moving forward, as awkward or as weird it might feel. Bring your left foot back. Now lower both of your hands down, move the block away, engage your core. Let's lift our right foot up, bring your right foot back, high plank, shoulders away from each other. Take an inhalation. Exhale, knees down and tuck your toes, lower your whole body down. Now keep your hands underneath your shoulders. With inhalation, gentle lift your chest up, kneecaps are engaged. So here we are using our back muscles. Take an inhalation. Then whenever you're ready, let's meet in a downward looking dog. So doing super, super well. Continue to breathe. Continue to come back to your breath. Whenever mind starts to wander, play a game, catch yourself, and then come back to the breath. Then with the next inhalation, lift your left leg up towards the sky, bend your left leg. So left heel wants to go towards our left sit bone, open up your left hip, trying to keep the shoulders square. Inhale. On the exhalation, left knee towards your left elbow touch. Bring your left foot back. Then left knee to touch your right elbow or the direction towards it. Then bring it back. Then left foot into the front, maybe not using your hands, bring your right foot to meet your left. Bend your knees with inhalation, sweep your arms up. Exhale, arms by the side of your body. Roll your shoulders back. Shake your shoulders. And now let's start to sit down. So from our chair, so your feet can be together, toes touching, if that's comfortable, and start to sit back. Hands maybe on your thighs, in front of you, next to your heart, or arms in front of you. This might be more intense on your back muscles. So again, being mindful and kind to ourselves. Take an inhalation. Exhale, start to sit back down. Lower your sit bones down and boat pose. Lift your shins parallel to the ground. Arms by the side of your body, shoulders are relaxed. If you'd like, extend your legs. Maybe going into a low boat or staying in our usual boat. Take an inhalation through the nose. Exhale fully. One more time, inhale. And on the exhalation, cross your ankles and let's meet in a seated position. So now we will explore the crow pose. So it's our arm balance. We will have our palms in line with our shoulders. Often in crow pose, we open up our elbows wide apart, but try to keep your elbows also in line with your shoulders. So shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Your index knuckle is pushing down, so we have support for our palms and for balancing. And let's meet in a more or less a squat pose. So your toes can be touching and palms down. Your knees are slightly wider, so our knees are touching our upper arms. Something similar what we did in the beginning of the practice. Lift your sit bones up and you might need to walk slightly forward. Then Just put your knees on top of your upper arms and stay here. So this is already a crow pose. If you'd like, maybe one knee up and then lower and swapping like that. Swapping, and as if you're walking your crow. If you'd like, bring both of your feet up, and then if you'd like, maybe point your feet and start to bring your heels towards your sit bones. Continue to breathe and focus on keeping moving forward instead of, oh, I don't have the core strength, I don't have the arm strength or something like that. Imagine that you want to smell something in front of you in your crow pose. Take an inhalation. On the exhalation, lower. Try one more time. So again, palms are hip distance, shoulder distance apart, elbows are in line. Imagine that you are tilting forward, core is engaged. You want to smell something in the front, and maybe as a byproduct, you are lifting your feet up as well. Let me know in the comments below how it goes, if you enjoy the crow pose. Take a breath, and then come back into the squat position. Sit down, your sit bones down, put the soles of your feet together, open up your knees wide apart. When we open our knees wide apart, imagine that you want to squeeze the soles of your feet together. So squeeze the soles of your feet together. We start to feel the engagement in our inner thighs. So squeeze it, squeeze it. Often we want to use our hands and to push our legs down, but what we want to have is mobility, both strength and flexibility. Now stop pushing the soles of your feet. Now start to bring your knees down. So without using your hands, imagine that you're moving your knees 1 millimeter down, as if you'd like to touch the knees with your knees the ground. So not using arms, just using our muscle strength. And at the same time, flexibility. Continue to breathe and continue to open up. Take an inhalation. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and continue to open up. And then exhale, let go. And maybe up and down to relax. Bring your knees together. And then lift your sit bones up. Bring your left foot back. Lower your left knee down and tuck your toes. You can keep your left hand on the block if you'd like, or maybe on the ground, bend your left leg and right arm reaches up, the direction towards your left foot, or maybe grabbing the foot. If it's uncomfortable to grab and you would like to grab it, you could use something similar, as a belt. So just taking the belt and helping yourself to bring your foot. We don't need like a dramatic posture. What we want to feel is a gentle lengthening sensation in your left thigh, so our left hip flexors, as we have worked them today. So this should feel quite nice. Stay here. We can always, as an option, lower our left forearm down. Again, we choose. Take an inhalation. On the exhalation, let go of your left foot. Start to straighten your right leg. Maybe having the block underneath your hands for support. We don't need to go very deep with our upper body. Continue to flex your right foot. Hips are square. Hips are above your knee. If this is comfortable for you, maybe lowering your hands down, extending your arms in front, trying not to roll around our spine too much. Tilting our pelvis slightly forward. Take an inhalation. Exhalation. One more time. Inhale. On the exhalation, bend your right knee. Lift your left knee up. Left foot into the front. Swapping sides. Right foot back. Right knee down as well. Maybe hand above the block. Right hand. Bend your right leg, left arm reaches up, so the direction towards, or maybe grabbing your right foot. Continue to open up your chest. At the same time, we are also in a spine twist. Again, not forcing anything. Again, maybe grabbing a belt, a scarf, a jumper to wrap around your right foot. Take an inhalation, exhalation. One more time, full breath in, exhale. And then gently let go of your right foot. And now going into a half split, start to extend your left leg. Maybe block underneath your hands, hips in line, so right hip is going forward, left hip is going back. Keeping activation in our left leg, and the rest of our body is just softening. Hands wherever you feel comfortable, maybe on the ground, maybe on the block. Again, what we want is a gentle lengthening sensation in our hamstrings, but at the same time not collapsing and not going 100%, at the same time keeping the muscle activation in your left leg. This will be more sustainable in a long term. Take an inhalation, exhale. One more time, inhale. And on the exhalation, bend your left leg, lift your right knee, bring your right foot into the front, lower your sit bones down, extend your legs, gently shake your legs. And let's meet in a seated position. You can gently close your eyes, just few moments, few cycles of breath to stay in stillness. Reminding ourselves about the commitment to keep moving forward whenever things are hard. Even one little step forward might really surprise us, not only in climbing, but again, maybe while doing the crow pose or in any other aspect in our lives. Continue to sit tall and confident, so draw your shoulders back, shoulder blades together. The back of your neck is long. Let's take the deepest breath we took so far today, so fully commit to the breath. So inhale and exhale. Okay, if you had your eyes closed, gently open your eyes. So super good job. We are finished with our third day of 7-day of yoga series. I hope you enjoyed the session. Let me know, please, down in the comments below. How are you finding these sessions? How are you feeling? If you have Instagram, you could also tag me with your challenge. I would love to see it, and I would love to know how it's going for you. And see you tomorrow for our day 4 of yoga series, rock/yoga series.